Hey, Kat here with Standing Stone Kennels and Rogue for day 2 of pointing pigeons in the field. Today we've got the launcher set up in a little bit different location, but we're going to show Rogue's progress from one day to the next. So yesterday, when we did her session, towards the end of those birds, she was getting really close to holding point, and we're going to hopefully see a little bit longer pause and potentially even a full-on point today. So we're going to head out into the field and just follow along. Good girl, Rogue! Good girl! She hit that one from a long way off. Now she's checking out the launcher. Those launchers hold a lot of scent. There's no bird there anymore, so I'm okay if she goes in and checks out the launcher. Okay, go check it out. So that she can start distinguishing between fresh scent when that bird was in there and old scent when there's no bird in there. Check it out, yeah. Yeah, there's nothing in there anymore. Look, it's empty. There you go, but good find, girl. Good find. So we're gonna keep hunting. If she stays too distracted on that launcher, I'll just call her off. Come on, Rogue. A little bit of vibrate. Good girl. But her going in and checking out that launcher is just fine. You were able to see a drastic amount of improvement between yesterday's point and today's point. And all that we did was let her, now she's being a little cautious. I know there's not a bird here. And we're just going to keep walking, and she moved herself on. But there's nothing different than we did other than let yesterday's training session percolate a little bit. And she came back out and was like, boom, I know what I'm supposed to do out here. So I'm going to swing out wide so I can again use that crosswind and cut back across where my launcher's at. Whoa. 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 Okay. Good girl, Rose. Good girl. So on that second bird, I used whoop and whoa, which we used in her positive pigeon drills that we did in another live video, so that she's already on point and I can just reinforce that what she's doing is right and continue to associate that behavior with that word. Again, she's not collar conditioned to whoa. It's just a behavior that we've used positive reinforcement to work with. So I can't stop her if she decides that she's going to break, but I can try and reinforce what she's already doing. And you can see how much she's getting out and using her nose a lot more while she's hunting, checking stuff out, working scent, which is exactly what we want to see. She's hunting and ranging a little bit more. She's figuring out what we're doing out here is hunting for birds. I also had tried to take a few steps on that second bird while I was reinforcing whoa. So we'll see if that's an option again on this bird. Because eventually we're going to want to be able to work in front of her to flush these birds when we don't have a trap set up, launcher set up. So she's just outside the scent. There we go. Whoop. Whoa. Whoa. of these birds a very long way off, which is awesome. We've got great sending conditions today. Nice moisture, just a nice little breeze, nothing too breezy. So she's checking out that launcher again, which I'm completely fine with, like I said. That's just gonna help her develop her nose. And the more birds she's on, the more experience that nose is going to become. So we're gonna let her go check it out. Okay, Rose. Okay, check it out. Yeah, see? It's empty now. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. So I'm just gonna call her up here away from the launcher, and we'll go over a few things that happened in this session that I wanted to touch base on. Rogue here, so vibrate. We might need a little more than vibrate because of that launcher. We'll see. Rogue here. So we're using stem on a 1, stem on a 2. There we go. Switch back over to vibrate as soon as we got her attention. So we're going to have her settle down with us for a second. But a couple things that I wanted to mention. So again, I knew exactly where my launchers were, which is really important so I could work her in a crosswind. Second of all, she held point really well today, and we did nothing different than take her out yesterday, basically launch birds for her as soon as she scented them, and today everything had just clicked a little bit, and that'll happen a lot of times. You think, well, maybe I'm not going to have much improvement, but we saw a drastic amount of improvement in just one training session. Something I wanted to mention too, between that first bird and her second bird, before we crossed the driveway, she started to get kind of birdy, slow up, hesitate, being cautious, which is fine. And when you're using pigeon launchers, it's great because I know exactly where my birds are, and I know there's no other birds out here for her to be distracted by. So I'm not going to reinforce any of that cautiousness because I don't want a lot of false pointing. And she's just got a young nose right now, and she needs to work some things out for herself. So I didn't whoa her on that. I didn't go check it out and try and flush something in front of her. And she moved on her own. She's like, oh yeah, there's nothing there. Which is another great benefit of using bird launchers is you know where your birds are. Then on that second bird, she pointed, again, from a long ways off. I used the whoa that we've used in her positive pigeon drill, just because that's something that we want to continuously reinforce. And I was able to take a few steps, but I wanted to not push my luck. I don't want to set her up for a failure where she's busting in on those birds before I'm launching them. And then on this third bird, again, she kind of caught scent on the outside of the scent cone, but wasn't real sure. And then as soon as she worked just a little bit farther in, you saw that intensity change with her point. She definitely had that bird scented at that point. And I was able to whoa her a little bit. I actually got ahead of her, advanced in front of her. And then when she started giving me a little too much acknowledgement and not staying focused on that bird, that's when I launched it, so that I'm not pulling the focus off of what she's doing here, pointing, and putting it back on me. I want her to still stay focused on that bird. I know, you said 3 birds was not enough today. You did great, girl. But did we have any questions today?
We did have a couple questions.
Okay.
One question, just curious, since she pointed the first bird and didn't move in on it, why didn't you let her hold the point longer?
Because we're trying to build on success. Yesterday, I don't know if you saw our live video, but she wasn't holding point at all. She kind of hesitated a little bit, but was not holding any amount of point. And so I wasn't going to push my luck, especially on that first bird that she showed that she was going to hold point. I want to build on success. And if I start launching the bird every time that she's breaking, then she's learning that she's overpressuring these birds. And I don't want her to get the reward of chasing them when she's overpressured them. I want her to get the reward of chasing these birds when she holds point. And eventually, after multiple sessions, we'll get to the point where we can walk in front and make flushing motions in front of her. And then when we get to the point where she's formally whoa trained, I can make her hold point basically as long as I need to get in front of her and flush. And at that point, we usually move past pigeon launchers and have birds just set out in the grass.
And that would be all the questions this morning.
Okay. Well, great. Thanks for tuning in and watching Rogue's progress today. Just goes to show that sometimes less is more and things just click for puppies. And it's nothing that we necessarily do other than exposure. So thanks for watching.